Hi everyone. So it's Wednesday, known in English as Hump Day, and in Spanish as Dia Tope, which is like a speed hump, so same kind of phrase. I've gotten to the middle of the week feeling quite exhausted, shattered actually. And yesterday I was standing up in classes all day and I just had such sore feet and sore legs, muscle pains. Something about the posture, not having too many rests. I remember that a former boyfriend used to experience this because he worked at St. Vincent's, I think. No, I've got the name wrong. One of those hospitals as a clinical assistant, and was always running around and always on his feet and not able to take too many breaks. So that's what happens. So when I got home last night, I elevated my legs and I was just brutally shattered. I'm still feeling it today. The other thing that kind of, sorry marimba, I call that the marimba, which is like an instrument. I think I was also like just really thrown because I failed to get an application in on time and I only remembered a whole week later. So this affects a lot of things and it just had me feeling really depressed. You know, like day in, day out we're working and we want to create future possibilities, but I miss the boat. But I do have to just get through it and find ways to regather and refocus. I feel like I'm really croaky today, sorry. Yeah, it's one of those average late summer days in Sydney. A bit murky looking, 26 max. It'd be nice. Hi marimba again. God. It would be nice to actually have some rain. Clearing the throat here. Myths of transition. I wrote something about this today. I'm thinking of doing some stand-up comedy, like an actual course of improvisation and comedy. But listen to this. Transition looks different for different people. However, for me, the following are important and may confuse others due to common ideas about how transition proceeds, you know, what people expect of transition. It's not about a major wardrobe change, as if pre-transition life were a massive wardrobe malfunction. Indeed, I can love the idea of a waistcoat, pocket watch, maybe even some braces, a pair of slacks, and so on. But this is not about a desire to pass. It's some idea of being female. It's just me pre, during, and post-transition. It's just me. Yeah? What you see now is what you're getting. Transition isn't primarily about the desire to wear the clothing of the so-called opposite sex from that assigned you at birth. But it may well extend your repertoire. I'm trans independently of the above, and anything like cosmetics, lipstick, eye makeup. Indeed, most of the time I prefer just to get about not wearing them. You know? I mean, sometimes I like it, but, you know, give me raw any day. Thanks for the offer to give me your Chanel handbag, a skirt, and so on. This did happen to me. Pant pockets will do just fine. I am not, nor will I ever be, heterosexual. Make of that what you will. It doesn't necessarily affect you. It might. The thing is, not all of us are heterosexual. We should know that by now. And just because you transition doesn't mean you're aiming to be some image of a woman that society holds up as kind of acceptable womanhood. And that also includes who you're attracted to. I respect the people for whom that concept of themselves aligns with dominant culture ideas, but it's not all of us. And I was already queer in my so-called pre-transition life. Always been the same person. So attracted to men, women, and otherwise. Yeah. It's complex. Also, your sense of sexual self and desire and attractions, they change in accordance with the context and the people. It's not a given. Of course, some people feel that. They feel that they're attracted specifically to one sex and gender, right? Whether they be gay or straight, but that just doesn't cover it. Not always. Not always. I mean, I could say, guess what? I'm a lesbian. But that's only part of the story as well. Just as when I identified as gay. And by the way, for all the TERFs out there, I have no problem with being gay. Okay? It's not internalized homophobia that prompts you to transition. I have many gay friends. I kind of like men, some men. But, you know, like transition's also not about sexual desire. It does reconfigure things somewhat, but it's not motivated by any sexual proclivities, interests, whatever you want to call them. So much of our vocabulary is very stigmatizing. So proclivity even is horrible, isn't it? Some people do have a desire to cross-gender identify through their choice of clothing and may even be attracted to the idea of dressing. Never been my case. So it's much more about a bodily sense. Yeah? I can't speak for everyone else, and I don't like it when people are lambasted. But there are so many different ways of being trans. Honestly, there are so many different ways. And I could scrub off this lipstick and foundation, and I could wear something else and that'd still be me. It's not about that. It's not about that. I sound frustrated. I guess I am, because I get the sense that when you're transitioning a lot of the time, everyone else is who has the gender issue or makes it a gender issue. I don't care. I really don't. And I see gender as something that can be very limiting and stereotyping and so on. So long as we have some options, and so long as we're not locked into stereotypes, including misogynistic stereotypes for when we're trans women, then there's a possibility of change. And gender does change, it's true. It's not just all sartorial or about expression and identity. It's also how you get located in the social order. I'm gender critical because these things come with colonialism. Read the work of Maria Lugones. I am a hija de Lugones. I am a daughter of Lugones, quite literally. I'll talk about her work in another video. Have a great day.